Ladies and gents, welcome to the platform. I have Mo from Telkom, but Mooketsi from Telkom, and yeah, we are at the DStv Viewers Choice Awards press conference, and we're here to talk about the awards. Mo, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, and and I hope I'm not being too forward by calling you Mo, but yeah, I call all the Mooketsis that I know Mo. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, but yeah, today we are here because you represent Telkom, right? And Telkom has been announced as one of the sponsors. So before we get to that, can you just tell us about, what a day in a life is like for you as someone that works with Telkom?
Thanks. So my role in Telkom is I'm the executive for group communications. So a lot of my work involves either dealing with media queries, customer complaints, but also looking after the cool part about my job is that I get to come to functions like this. We get to meet really influential people. Yeah, and I suppose my job largely is about positioning the business and making sure that people understand what we do and what we stand for as a business. So that's primarily what my job entails, is to make sure that people understand what we do, and where there's a crisis, we make sure that we look after the issues that are making people unhappy as a customer facing business.
Sounds like a very, very challenging job. How do you do it? Like, how do you deal? Because I'm only asking this because I can understand, as a brand, you need to be professional and deal with people in a manner that makes sense. But at the end of the day, you're a human being. So my question really is, how do you deal with like difficult situations and difficult customers?
I mean, you get used to it, and most of it is really about listening. Sometimes customers don't just come to you because they're unhappy; they're really frustrated. They come to you at the point where they've tried everything, and they just frustrated, and they're at the point where they don't want to explain everything again because they've told it to 10 other people. So when they come to you, you better fix it.
Yeah.
So you kind of just have to go with the flow. I mean, you get customers that are really difficult to deal with, but the important thing is to make sure that you understand what the problem is and try and fix it as quickly as possible, because they are buying a service from you, and if you do not show up as well as you had told them you would, it would be a problem for them. So you just need to make sure that you fix the service, and if things work, they're happy. Yeah.
Wow, well put. I can tell that you're well trained for for this. So, what made Telkom decide that what? Because I can imagine you get like thousands of proposals from different people wanting to work with you. Why the Viewers' Choice Awards?
Firstly, I think we are a proudly South African company, and we've been in this country for many years, over a century. So I think our stories are told through many of these stories that are being told in South Africa. You would see our towers coming up, the telephone. It's very much part of the stories that are being told, and we thought that it's very important that we support the arts firstly, but also to connect with our customers in a different platform, connect with them in a lifestyle space where they're sitting at home, and just enjoying what they enjoy, and helping them, connect to those things through the service that we offer, whether you're streaming, whether you're working. It's just to make sure that we connect you to your passion points. Yeah.
So I can imagine. Obviously, you're a business, and the reason why you partner with Viewers' Choice Awards is that you want to convert customers from other service providers to your platform. So my question now is, why should people go and use Telkom or Telkom Mobile or Telkom product?
Firstly, I think as a telecom business, we probably offer the best value for money when it comes to your data and stuff. We have one of the biggest data networks. So absolutely, from a data point of view, we offer the best value for money. We are well established in terms of our network. We are across the country, and I know people would probably tell you, oh, Telkom, you have dropped calls and stuff. Those things have kind of been sorted out a while ago. I mean, now we've just gotten into the spectrum thing. You would have probably seen it in the news. that we bought extra spectrum, which will help us just connect our people even better. It will just make our services much more better. But certainly we are very creative when it comes to the products that we offer. We're a first in terms of just creating data packages that people are starting to use or started to use with our free me propositions, back 5 or 6 years now. So we were never really, we came into the data game quite early, and because we understood that people were moving towards a data-led environment, and that showed now with COVID. When people were moving back to their homes, the first thing that you needed to make sure you have is Wi-Fi. So connectivity became very important, and that's one thing that we're very good at. Our fiber offerings are also extremely competitive. So certainly, if you join us, you're sure that you'll get value for money. You'll get more data than you can probably want to use at a very good price. So we're very competitive when it comes to that.
And the buzzword now is, the metaverse. Everybody's joining the metaverse. We see companies joining the metaverse. So where is Telkom standing on that?
So, I mean, if you know Telkom, we are a diverse company. So we are a group of many companies. So we've got OpenServe that does the fiber installations and all of that. Then you have Telkom Mobile that you see mostly with the devices, the data, and all of that. And then we have a business called BCX. So BCX is our sort of our enterprise business, where they look at things like that. How do we connect people to this world of possibility? They own data centers. They're talking cloud computing. They're talking edge cloud. So they are the ones that are building this ability for us to be present in the metaverse. So it's a conversation that has started. So the metaverse is still kind of a developing concept. So we are also kind of trying to figure out, how do we show up for our customers in an alternative reality, in an alternative world. So certainly the metaverse is something that we're looking at, and how do we enter that space, and also how do we engage our consumers in that space. So we will certainly be making moves towards kind of launching stuff within that space over time.
I can't wait, because I think it's a very interesting thing. And yeah, that's why to ask that, because I'm also curious about that. But yeah, going back to the awards, last question. People like to win prizes. There's people who wanna, whether it's the nominees or people that are watching. So as a brand, what are the incentives that people can look forward to when it comes to the awards?
Absolutely. I mean, why would you not want to win something? So I mean, we with the activations that are coming up, we'll certainly have our crew there. They'll be giving away airtime vouchers. There'll be devices to be worn. So depending on the activation on the day, there could be either a laptop or a phone, some data that the guys will be giving away. We still looking at other options as well. You could win a connected home. So those are some of the things that we're looking at from a price point of view. So there'll be a lot from our side, at least, that our customers and prospective customers can look forward to as far as these awards. And I think the other thing is that we've always been a supporter of the arts. And I don't know if you know the Telkom One channel.
Yes.
I mean, we during the pandemic, we threw a lot of what we call Telkom vibes. Thing is to make sure that artists had at least an opportunity to continue playing and they were also kind of new to the idea of playing to an audience that's not in the room.
Yeah.
Yes, so that was part of our how we saw ourselves being part of the arts. We also launched. I don't know if you had seen it. It was called "Open Up the Industry," basically allowing small, up and coming talent producers, filmmakers who don't have the studios and all of those fancy things to create content that is relevant to them in their communities, in their spaces, and put it up on Telkom One. And that's how we think that we can also, give back to the industry in many ways, because they tell our stories. Yeah.
And I know that was the last question, but you just touched on something very interesting. So to those artists that are out there that really, want to be part of like the Telkom group and get support from the brand, but do not necessarily have the know-how or the education, what's the simplest way of approaching Telkom as an artist to say, look, this is what I'm doing, how can we work together?
Well, I mean, obviously, it would be to reach out to either our agency or myself or any of the guys in the marketing team. And obviously, we evaluate these things based on what value can we create for both of us. But certainly, Telkom One is a growing platform. It requires a lot of content. So any content producer, we're happy to talk to them and just understand what is it that they want to put together, and we can partner with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Mo. Is there anything that you want to say to people out there, that I might have missed?
No. So I mean, except to say that we're really excited to be part of this particular awards ceremony, and we're looking forward to interacting with our customers, interacting with the people out there, and making sure that they enjoy themselves and they see themselves, hopefully, in through us becoming far more, or see the hope and the inspiration that comes with being in this industry. It's not just about the glitz and the glamour, but everybody comes from somewhere and they have a story, and they can probably see themselves in those stories as well. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time. And yeah, looking forward to the awards. Very excited. Thank you. Ne?
Thank you.
All right. Sharp. Danko.